Past Cool, huh?
What up? What up? It is your boy Cam back again with another installment of the Way Past Cool Nerdcast. Want to go around, say what up to everybody as usual, check in, and as you can see, once again we do have another guest with us here. We're gonna get to that in a minute. First and foremost, what's going on with you, Lex?
Hey man, same old, same old. Just got done streaming the new Call of Duty campaign. I give it a 1 out of 10.
Oh, that's spicy. Okay, we're going to talk about that one because I ain't got it yet. So we're going to definitely dive into that. Not on air, but
yeah, they didn't care this time around. They didn't care at all. They was just focusing on that multiplayer, man. That shit is
that's disappointing though. Because the
watch the stream if you haven't.
I was avoiding it because I want to play it for myself, but I might.
No, you don't. I don't wish this on my worst enemy.
I got you. So as you can see, we got my brother, my man's 50 grand. Probably the alternate reality me, if we being completely honest. But he always tries to go against the grain and go against me on everything I say. Probably gonna do that tonight as well. My brother BHam, what's going on with you?
What up? What up? Hey, I would say that we pretty much rivals with whatever we do, but still my brother though.
Yeah, fact. That's fact.
Opinions are still wrong, but he's my brother.
Shit. Everybody's entitled to their own wrong opinion though. So.
And he just presented his. So but so we're gonna go ahead and dive on in tonight. We got a special episode for y'all. If y'all tuned in last week, y'all see that we touched on the 90s a little bit, had a nice little discussion, a little back and forth. We're definitely gonna be bringing y'all part 2 shortly, but tonight it is all about the year 2000. I would say 2000 to 2010, when the 2000s was great. So I definitely wanted to have my boy BHam on for this one because he's a diehard 2000s fan, much like myself and everything like that. So with that, I do want to toss it over to you, BHam, man. What made the 2000s so special for you, would you say?
I would say one of the big things really was the best time period of cartoons. Cartoons around the 2000s era was probably unmatched at this time. Like, I would say better than the 80s and 90s. They've just been hitting on so many different things. Going to Teen Titans and all that. Just kind of started off with some.
Nah, I ain't mad at that. Listen, I'm gonna say it. Like 2000s was by far the best time for cartoons. The 80s had Transformers. They had Thundercats was my shit. I ain't gonna lie. Thundercats was my shit. He-Man, I ain't care about He-Man. I just don't care. G.I. Joe was good for the intro, and the fact that they had a whole episode about finding a portal that they couldn't find that was right next to him. But yeah, 2000s is where it was at for cartoons, man. What about you, Lex, man? How you feel about the 2000s? Because you're sitting up there, you look kind of like, what we saying is wrong. With that.
No, 2000s was the end where I think the world really ended, and the whole Mandela effect thing was like kicking in. It was the last of great things. No, I'm gonna tell you why the 2000s was great. To Catch a Predator. It was one of the most realist, silliest shows we've ever seen in our life. We were just watching weirdos get caught, and we never knew that world was open up. But not just that, all right? Heroes.
Yo,
y'all remember?
Heroes was fire.
Y'all remember Heroes?
Heroes was fire. I'm not gonna lie.
Heroes was one of the greatest things to ever hit television those first 2 seasons.
I was about to say the first 2 seasons. If you watch Hero, the first 2 or 3 seasons was fire. The way they ended it was trash.
Yeah, man. We
were so disappointed.
We had some ups and downs. The 2000s was like an era where shows were starting off wild and shit we'd never seen before, and then they wound up like. But another show that was like that was Law. Lost was huge, and then like by the time we got to the 4th, 5th season, niggas was just like, all right, let's get a little ridiculous. Can y'all get found, please?
Right.
Yeah, 2000 shows they kept trying different shit. They weren't afraid they didn't care if it was gonna be good or bad. They kept trying something crazy to match up with something else.
My favorite sitcom, like one of my favorite sitcoms ended at that time period, but it also got gradually worse at the end, which was My Wife and Kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That show started like, bro, I swear it's always when they switch out the daughter. When they always switch out the dark-skinned daughter or the dark-skinned aunt for like the light-skinned version. For some reason, the writing always changes, and I don't know what it is because I remember when they had the original.
Yeah,
the original sister.
The
whole
show had a different tone.
Bro,
the whole show had a different feel.
Bro, it was, and then Junior became retarded when they swapped it out from the.
Yeah. I was gonna say like Junior that first season, Junior started out as an asshole. Like,
Junior
was rude.
He was fuck his dad. It was all about the patriarchy in the household.
Yeah. But to that show's credit, I think that they kind of actually nailed the changeover. Because light skinned Claire was hilarious.
She was.
Like, she brought that dinginess that was very much appreciated. And listen, I ain't gonna lie, I had a crush on her back in the day too. So
we all did, brother. We all did.
Was old back in the day.
Yeah,
but
that's what we got imagination too. You ain't you get a cracker with a piece of tissue and just a memory.
King magazine. Oh. Nah, so to your point though, My Wife and Kids was a great, fantastic show.
Yeah.
We are getting some hatred for that little take. 80s, 90s far superior, 90s shows.
90s is still my favorite. 90s is still my favorite.
Listen, 90s had the best sitcoms. But if we talking like cartoons,
they had Spawn the animated series. They had Spawn the animated series.
In what? The 90s?
The 90s.
That's true. That okay.
That shit won awards.
It did. It was a great show, but you named one anime.
Yeah, one show out of massive catalog.
What does the 2000s? Let's do comparisons. Let's do the 2000s, all right? Rocko's Modern Life. What do you battle with that?
Rocko's Modern Life? See,
we talking Rocko.
I'm gonna go Courage. I'm gonna go Courage.
You encourage over
I would go Courage over Rocko, yes. I'm going Courage the Cowardly Dog over Rocko.
Courage is a masterpiece. That's true. Courage is a masterpiece. It was also it was a very strange show. All right, so Rugrats.
Let me see. This nigga don't ever say Pirates of the Dark Water. Great show, don't ever Pirates of the Dark Water. Or James Bond Jr.
Bro, the Pirates of Dark Water, the whole show fit on one VHS.
Right. And that damn dinosaur pterodactyl dragon, whatever the hell that shit was the most annoying character behind Jar Jar Binks. Like, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Yo, bro, the Pirates of Dark Water was crazy. All them cats, like, it was mad feminine too. Like the pirates, like those are some feminine ass pirates, bro.
Yeah.
They was 2023.
They was JoJo before JoJo. Like,
bro, I think that's why I can't get with JoJo like all together, bro. Because it's like, no. Like I've got to like season 5, but like, bro, it's just like, dude. I feel like I'm being overstimulated watching that show. The colors, like it's like the first time I watched One Piece, I was like,
the title was bizarre.
But like I love this show. Don't get me wrong. Like, dog, that shit bizarre as hell, bro. I was like, dude,
I love it, man.
Yeah, and then
but it's amazing. It makes you think.
People say that
really makes you think.
Bro, am I weird that Dio's my favorite character?
Dio,
man, Dio's that bro. Dio was he was smacking hoes and kicking puppies, bro. He's the goat, dog.
Smacking people, kicking puppies, and he would drop a whole steamroller on your ass, like smooth.
Dude was the definition of pettiness
from the drop. People like
he smacked Joe Starr's woman and then told him do something about it. like what you gonna do? Yeah, smack your
that
butt.
might be the second greatest smack in history behind
Life
Peter
with
Parker
Louis.
smacking Mary Jane and Spider-Man 3.
That smack was crazy,
That was
bro.
the greatest smack in the history, and the 2000s gave us that. I'm
Exactly.
appreciative,
Bro.
Like, that's
He
the
smacked
greatest
hard
smack.
as hell too.
Listen, I stood up in the theater and applauded. I got so many dirty looks and like, disrespectful stare. Didn't care. Didn't care.
Yes, do it again.
Mary Jane is the worst character in the. I'm gonna say that every episode probably. Worst character in the history of anything. I don't care. I stand by that. Fuck Mary Jane Watson and her stupid reporter ass that's using. We ain't gonna get that. I can do a whole episode on her. I ain't gonna lie to you. But
April O'Neil over MJ.
April O'Neil was the shit.
100%.
April O'Neil was the shit. And April O'Neil,
She actually
that's
solved
one
issues, not crazy.
She scrap in that yellow jumpsuit with that. She get out there and scrap if she needed to. Like April O'Neil all day long.
I got something for your asses. I got something that the 2000s have over the 90s. Adult Swim.
All right, what's up?
Yep, I was gonna bring back Toonami in that too.
Adult Swim
Toonami actually started at the end of 90, like the end of the 90s. I think 97 is when Toonami started, but its main run was 2000. So I consider that more of a 2000s thing anyway. So
listen,
but yeah, Adult Swim. I mean, 2000 gave us Boondocks. It gave
us the genius behind everything on Adult Swim in that time frame was that nothing made sense.
Yes. Nothing makes it. The absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence. It's unknown. It's a perfect way to describe Adult Swim. Like
we were raised by the weirdest time for like if you was up anywhere past like midnight and you knew you was a nasty nigga if Xander was on your TV. You was waiting for jack off hour. If you was up for Xander's, nigga, you was waiting for everybody to be asleep in the house. You got Xander on a replay.
You stay telling on yourself. You stay.
Yo, bro.
We're gonna see how long you can make that run. How long you can stretch that.
Listen, I feel like every guy's origin story starts with in our age group, the 2000s. It's the first time you like girls, right? Like that you know, right? Like it's on. And it's the time frame where like, yo, I'm at the age where Adult Swim exists. And adult cartoons are becoming a thing, like a big thing. We gotta appreciate the 2000s for what it was, because we got Family Guy was 1999, but that's a 2000s thing.
It's 2000s thing.
South Park 90s, but it's prime 2000s.
That's why. Like, even the commercials around the 2000s time.
Yo, I was waiting for that. The commercial. Listen,
what's your most memorable commercial?
That spells free.
No.
Report.com, baby. Yo,
connected for free. Education connection. Yeah, that's that shit right there.
Bro, why was Little Romeo as a child trying to sell us college? This nigga didn't even go there. He didn't think it went to California, bro. Like that nigga was selling this bogus ass school, bro.
Listen, because commercials in the 2000s that's what they were designed to do. Everything was associated with a singer or a song or something. Like Reese's Pieces cereal had a whole song associated with it with a black dude, right? Like he's going in. But
do you feel like cancel culture started in the 2000s? I remember commercials that were like banned. That got banned like after 2 weeks of being played.
I think it did, but not as like to the level that it is now.
I want to see if you guys
Moms of America was the 2000s. Yeah, I think it started around that time where that was like, okay, SpongeBob is not okay for children, yada yada yada. It's too vulgar, it's too this or that. Like, and
Sprint had a commercial that, like, I swear I had to look it up to make sure I wasn't crazy. They had a commercial in the 2000s, bro. I remember seeing it like while watching my wife and kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the commercial was a dude in the locker room, and he was talking shit. And this is flip phone era, so they talking shit about features. So you know this shit was the 2000s. They got their little flip phones out, and you go, and a dude says they start going over their features, and the dude's like got him on the edge, like, oh yeah, I got this, this, and that. And he's like, all right, bro. So the dude gets mad. He goes, all right, I got security deterrent. He was like, what's that? He's like, try to take my phone. The dude charges him, and he just throws the phone at the cat's head and knocks him out. And that was a Sprint commercial, bro.
I remember that. Bro. I do remember that. Listen, they gave us the 2000s gave us the Terry Tate commercial.
Yeah,
linebacker. Come on, man.
One of the best, man.
Donovan McNabb in every fucking Campbell soup commercial ever.
Donovan
that damn chunky.
Right, made that shit look delicious. Made you want a can.
Bro, he trying to make us think his mama made that shit, nigga. That's Campbell's, nigga. Fuck out of here. Mama McNabb. She's making me some stew. Like, nigga, that shit came from a factory. You fucking tricked us. That shit ain't look never like it did on a commercial.
Listen. I didn't care. I still wanted it. I still got me some. Listen, give me some clam chowder all day long. I was straight. I was good. Oh,
the damn Chucky, man.
Let me see. They gave us great shows.
They gave us
kind of doubling back real quick because you asked what can go up against Rugrats.
Yeah,
SpongeBob. SpongeBob destroys Rugrats. SpongeBob might be in the conversation for the greatest cartoon ever made.
Wait, SpongeBob? I thought SpongeBob started in the 90s.
Its main run was 2000. It started in 99, I think.
I stopped watching after like season 4, and then I came back to it after an adult.
SpongeBob was like 99. I told you, I go based off of where the primary run was. Like, you think about like shows like DuckTales.
Yeah, SpongeBob was like 99.
DuckTales came out in 89, but it's considered a 90s show because its main run was through the 90s. Like, I can give, what's up?
Batman anime series.
Batman animated series. So what goes up against that? See, now that's a cheap shot. That's cheap.
I was thinking long and hard. I was like, I got one for him. I got one.
Teen Titans. Hold on, If I was going to go against Batman, Teen Titans Fire, I would probably say Justice League. Would be the only thing that would rival Batman because Justice League was fire.
It's fire, but like, bro, that Batman was something else. It was the artsiness of the, you know what I mean?
I think the only thing that can go up against it. I'm not saying it's better than that.
Justice League was like straight
favorite cartoon.
Yeah, Justice League was straight action packed. Like that shit was fire, but like it was something about the art style, everything put together. Like it was just so perfect with that Batman the animated series, man. And the movies, it never had a fail at the movie either, bro. That Sub-Zero, Mask of the Phantasm, them shits is masterpieces. Yeah. They're masterpieces. I don't know too many things I could rival that show in any fucking era, to be honest. So that was a cheap shot, but I got to give the 90s to that shit. But the 2000s,
I would give that to the 90s. I would give Batman to the 90s. X-Men animated series.
We talking 90s?
Yeah, X-Men's 90s. Yeah, X-Men animated series.
No, they had a few shows in the 2000s.
Yeah, well, the animated series is 90s. X-Men Evolution was 2000 and stuff like that. Yeah. X-Men Evolution was cool, but it ain't had none on the 90s. Animated series. Yeah.
Somebody said Life of Louie.
Yeah, shut up. Life of Louie Anderson. Shut up.
No, somebody said that earlier. Somebody said that earlier.
I think it's wrong.
It said it was a goat. It said it was the goat.
I'm putting Life of Louie in a conversation about the best shows in the 90s. Shut up.
Not bad.
You're wilding. Life of Louie. You could have came up with so many other shows for your argument, and you said Life of Louie. Bro, I'm gonna have to think about one for the X-Men animated series because if we being real, I love the X-Men animated series, but the 2000s is what really made that special to me, and that's when they came out with "I'm the Juggernaut." When that little ordinary
My Way Entertainment.
Yes, My Way Entertainment made that special. The 2000s run.
Shout out to them, bro. They had the silliest fucking Street Fighter video.
Yeah.
But that nigga
when they did.
That nigga said a Prince, bro. That nigga said, bro.
Yeah, My Way Entertainment
had a theme song, bro.
But again, that's 2000s. They gave us that in the 2000s. Yep. Like 2000s really paved the way for the internet in the capacity that we know the internet to be now. Like,
No, it was the best part of the
It's
internet.
like the still filling out process of the internet, and people were still
Right,
growing
like,
up in that era was crazy.
nigga, LimeWire, nigga, was like,
You
can't tell me all y'all niggas in here didn't use LimeWire.
Oh no, I get a computer mad viruses.
Mad viruses.
Ever.
Mad viruses.
You think I snitched on myself? Nope.
I had every booty talk ever that came out.
Man, I don't know
Thanks to the internet. Bro, remember how long it would take you to download a fucking like a CD, bro? Like you trying to like burn a CD, it's just gonna take you like at least 3 days.
Here's the
you gotta hope it was coming from somebody else's
computer.
Right. Let that bitch get corrupted at the end.
Here's the messed up part about it. We would go to download a CD and we was too dumb to look at the file size to realize that it wasn't actually a CD we downloaded. That shit was some X-rated film, some bootleg movie.
Bro,
people titled the same thing. Like
that's how you know the world was nasty, because Cass was just trying to sneak you porn for free.
Like,
yo, this ain't Dragon Ball Z. The Wrath of Brawly. What the fuck is this?
It was Dragon Ball Z, the Wrath of Brawly, all right. Just not the way we thought it was going to be.
What was you looking at?
I was introduced to hentai from fucking like downloading a fucking anime, and that shit was not the. It was that. You're right. It was the characters in the anime, but it wasn't.
It wasn't
no secret. Yeah, they told me that shit was a secret episode. I was like, oh shit, click, download. I got 15 viruses. Let me open up this video. Oh shit, this nigga Goku is piping the shit out of Sailor Moon.
So the thing is, I think I seen that.
Yo, my mom's coming in like, yo, what's wrong with the computer? I don't know, I was just downloading Will Smith, bro. I don't know.
Jiggy with it.
I was getting jiggy with it, bro. Right. That shit crazy. Will Smith was like the go-to, like whenever he was doing something nasty, like, nah, Bob, I was just listening to my Will Smith CD.
Because Will Smith was too innocent to be associated with anything naughty. Like, Will Smith was the purest of the pure back in the day. So
buying the Men in Black CD off of Here Comes the Men in Black is the craziest buy you can ever do, bro.
But act like you don't know the dance by heart right now. Somebody put the song on you. Let me see you just bounce with me. You go ahead.
Here comes the Men in Black. The girl you see the yo, that shit was fire, bro. He had to make that shit, but like if you bought the CD, that was crazy.
Everybody give Will Smith crap. Will Smith is one of the dopest artists to me, and I will stand by that. Like,
he's crazy versatile,
and didn't have to cuss to get over. So I think that's why a lot of people don't like him and rock with him. But he was also major in the 2000s. So I mean, you figure a lot of his major movies came out in the 2000s. So he had some big ones in the 90s. Like Enemy of the State. I Am Legend was
90s. Enemy of the State was 90s.
Enemy of the State was 90s. Yeah, that's what I said. Enemy of the State, Independence Day was 90s. But you figure I Am Legend, I, Robot.
The Robot was crazy.
Bad Boys 2. Bad Boys 2 was 90s.
Even the critics shit on fucking Bad Boys 2, and I say fuck the critics. This is one of the silliest movies ever made, bro.
Bro, that movie is perfection. That movie is perfection, start to finish. I don't care what nobody says.
It was like there's no plot. I was like, it's a Bad Boys movie. Nobody gives a shit about the plot. I care about the guns and then jokes made at inappropriate times. That's why I watch this movie. I don't nobody watches that shit for substance. Absolutely. And to be honest, the stories weren't that bad. They were actually pretty dope.
Right.
The stories was cool. The story, now, of course,
there was no plot.
The first one was, story-wise, the first one was the best to me. Still.
Yeah, it was.
But as far as them nailing the action, them nailing what the Bad Boys was trying to be, the second one nailed that perfectly.
Bro, I never.
They did a.
They're the only cops I will ever want to be like.
Oh yeah, I want to be. I want to be like Mike.
It's like, I want to beat up terrorists. I want to do what they're doing. Like, it was Miami PD taking on like terrorists and kidnappers and shit, bro. Like, I'm like, yo, what the fuck kind of precinct is they at, bro? That's FBI work.
Listen, not to them. Not to them.
Miami PD, bro. Don't even keep that. These niggas fought the cartel, bro.
Fought the cartel. The entire cartel.
out of the country. Like what Miami Carnival was doing that?
Didn't they go to Cuba or something like that? Like
it was like somewhere crazy. That's what it was, Cuba. They wasn't even allowed over there, bro. They ain't no feds. They just went there on their own like they were cops.
They did what they had to do, and they didn't get questioned about nothing. They snuck into
Cuba
and didn't get questioned when they landed on whatever base that was they landed on. Didn't get questioned at all.
They have no background story about being in the military, and they was all professional mind detectors at the end of the film. I was like, bro, they know how minds work. I was like, nigga, what kind of training did these niggas go through, bro? Like that's Miami PD.
That's classified information. You can't.
They arrested chicks on bicycles when they start off in thongs. They get like they.
That's hilarious.
Bad Boys 2. Yeah, y'all did put it, bro. I can see why it got bad reviews for the critics because they wanted to be real. Like, nigga, nobody.
Say F the critics to now. I can see why the critics did.
Real quick. I'm like, right.
If you're trying to think logically about the movies, it's gonna fail. But if you want entertainment and everything, it's gonna
right. No matter what they say, I love the Bad Boys franchise. I love 3. I don't care. I love old fat Martin Lawrence.
I thought 3 was really good. I thought they came back. I was skeptical about it at first, but because anytime a movie takes a long hiatus and things like that, and then they try to bring out a new installment, I'm always leery about it. But they actually did a really good job with that.
I think so. So what's your favorite? What's your favorite like hip hop albums of the 2000s?
I was about to dive into music. Favorite hip hop album of the 2000s? Mine would either be Food and Liquor by Lupe, or both of them are going to be by Lupe. It's either Food and Liquor or The Cool. One of the two will be my top 2 of the 2000s. Commons B is up there too for me. And then also I got to give a shout out to Ludacris Red Light District. Red Light District was fire.
That shit was fire.
What about y'all?
I let BHam go.
See, yeah, I was gonna also say Luda as well, but I was gonna say Chicken and Beer.
Chicken and Beer, classic.
Chicken and Beer was yeah,
fucking amazing.
That intro for Chicken and Beer, bro. That
man,
the Southern Fried intro, yeah, untouched.
Yeah, I don't know. Luda was in his bag for that one.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of another real big one. You actually go.
It gotta be big. It's gotta be big to you.
Right,
like,
that's what I'm
big to you. Oh, okay.
Trying to think, make sure it was still in the right time frame, though.
Well, what you think about?
I can't remember what year Kanye's album came out.
Which one?
Which one? The first one?
The one after that.
You talking about Late Registration? The Drive Slow. Yeah, that's 2000. The Drive Slow.
Yeah, so
that's a master. That's a masterpiece.
His first 3 were all 2000s.
Yeah, Graduation didn't come out till I think 2009. It was 2009, I think.
2008. It was 2008.
Yeah. Graduation is underappreciated, by the way.
Listen, that's my all-time favorite Kanye album. I graduated in 2008 and woke up to Good Morning. Like that was the song I had as my alarm clock for my graduation that day. So
bro.
Yeah, Kanye, listen, Kanye's first three album run is the greatest first 3 album run in the history of hip hop.
Back Kanye's still one of the top niggas for me.
Oh, absolutely. What about you, Lex? What you got for
I was a crazy Dipset fan, bro.
You was on the
I was a Dipset nigga, but I was on a lot of things. Joel Santana with The Game's Been Missing was like one of my favorite albums of that. And that nigga had like one actual studio album off of that was big, and it was just that album. I thought that shit was crazy fire.
He was definitely the Lloyd Banks of Dipset.
And Eminem, the Marshall Mathers LP.
Yeah.
The first one.
We didn't even talk about Eminem's run in the 90s.
The first one.
Not the 90s, the 2000s.
The 2000s,
Eminem's run in the 2000s was crazy.
Encore was crazy. And then the Eminem Show was probably like his most famous album of the 2000s run, even though the Marshall Mathers LP I thought was his best album, like out of all his catalog. Like that one.
LP. See, I'm still Some Shady LP.
Some Shady LP is one of my all-time favorites, but it's just that second one that came out. That was when he was like the most aggressive.
Yeah,
that's his most aggressive.
Listen,
But
I don't know about, but I definitely wore pink. I ain't gonna lie to you.
we ain't even mentioned the blueprint.
Yeah,
Jay-Z.
yeah.
The blueprint was 2000. Blueprint 1 and 2 were fucking hip hop classics.
Hip hop classics.
Scarface.
The Black album was 2000s.
Black album was 2000. Scarface,
yeah.
The Fix.
Yo.
Niggas forgot. Niggas don't be forgetting about Face, bro.
Oh,
that's
no,
facts.
Face is the
man.
GOAT for me.
The fix stayed bumping for a whole 3 years, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
It's still in rotation, bro. Still in rotation.
That Fix was crazy, and then Fab didn't go on like a crazy run, but Fab's mixtape game in the 2000s was nuts. We had the Soul tapes, and we had There Ain't No Competition 1 and 2 in the 2000s. I think 3 was 2000s, right? That might have been 2010s. Scarface, The Fix was one, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my God, one of the greatest albums, like from start to finish. And then how do we miss Get Rich or Die Trying drops?
Listen, one of the greatest debut albums of all time
ever. That's one of the greatest pieces of hip hop ever compiled into one album.
Facts.
Like niggas, like no matter if you was black, white, bro, niggas was gangster. Every nigga was gangster that summer, bro. 50 Cent made you felt like you was a killer. I was like, oh shit. I felt rich.
Listen, and he had everybody dressing like him. I had a few of them tank tops, little colored straps. I had a few of them bad boys, and I had like 2 pair of G units as well.
I wore a do-rag under every hat because of 50.
The do-rag, you got it every time
with the shit hanging out the back.
listen, still rock the do-rag under hats, bro.
But we did it because of 50. We did it because of 50. That shit is wild. 50 started a trend, bro. Man. 50 had a run, bro.
But listen, kind of keeping with the whole music trend, though, like it wasn't even about. And for me, hip hop was strong, but it wasn't the strongest in the 2000s. Like the strongest music genre in the 2000s to me was like alternative / like grunge rock, bro. Like
the emo shit.
Rock was
the emo
real
shit,
big.
Yo, like
that
shaped my musical taste, bro. Like. You had
that made me expand off of hip hop and try to listen to other stuff.
Panic at the Disco. You had My Chemical Romance. You had Paramore wound up coming out. Fallout Boy, like Linkin Park's 2000s rap.
Can we agree that every nigga on the planet loves the song Helena?
Yes, that and I Write Shit's Not Tragic.
I'm finally mad. I'm finally like now that like we all admitting this shit in our 30s because like I remember niggas was trying to make niggas feel a certain type of way. If you live in the hood, you know what I'm saying. Like you ain't supposed to be bumping that shit. But Helena, nigga, I sing that bitch in front of everybody.
Everybody.
That shit was crazy. And then my girl been putting me on a Green Day. I ain't know nothing about Green Day, bro.
I ain't know nothing. Now Green Day, I would say Green Day is 90s. I think Green Day started early 90s too. So, but yeah, Green Day been around for a minute. But Linkin Park, man, come on, Linkin Park might be one of the greatest. Like the Gorillaz, bro. There's so much. And then the 2000s gave us the greatest album ever made.
Yes,
sir. Yes, sir.
And this nigga.
Discovery.
Daft Punk Discovery. I got the vinyl. I got the CD. Daft Punk Discovery is the greatest album ever made.
All time.
All time. Hold on.
That's facts.
You agree?
What album? Sorry.
See, he don't even listen. I'm like, wait, Daft Punk's Discovery album.
Oh, Daft Punk. To be honest, I never really messed with Daft Punk all like that.
Oh, you gotta get into it, man.
I'm being serious. I never really messed with them.
You definitely. I'm gonna send you some stuff to listen to, man.
Those are cats with the helmets, right? Yeah. I've heard like some of their music, but I never listened to a full album, bro. Like, because is their shit more like compilation type shit?
Nah, they're more electronic. So like Euro house music and stuff like that, but they take heavy influences from like 70s soul and disco era and stuff like that. Like you can hear that sound in a lot of their music. So if you fucks with that, you'll fucks with Daft Punk heavy.
I had to mess with it for real.
Let's see. Better than Thriller and yes, better than Thriller and Purple Rain.
Yes. Thriller? No, hey, we ain't gonna talk about Purple Rain like that, bro.
You spelled Thriller wrong. I don't even know. You try to question it. Thriller ain't even spelled correctly.
I don't think we can do all that, bro. Y'all talking crazy now. Purple Rain?
Listen, Purple Rain is in my top 5.
I'm Prince bias though.
Purple Rain is in my top 5 of all time, bro. But nothing is topping the Daft Punk Discovery album. Nigga, I own the vinyl, I own the CD, and I own the movie. They had a whole visual anime that came out.
Yo, did y'all see that? It just fell out.
Nah, that's little bro right there. So.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna tell that nigga run. I thought it was a poster, bro. I thought it was a poster.
Through the background like a month.
Bro, I thought that nigga had a post, like just a bunch of posters behind him, and a nigga just came out the wall. I'm like, nigga, your house is haunted, bro. That's the nigga, that's the ghost of nigga past, nigga, run.
Listen, so the audio only listeners, y'all might be confused, but we just had an unexpected guest pop into the background of our special guest here. So y'all want to see it, definitely check out the YouTube video. Everything will be shown there as well. But nah, man. The 2000s just gave us so much, man. And then your favorite snack that you weren't able to talk about last episode that you could finally talk about this one. You see the smile that came over his face. He said that his cheeks started glowing and everything.
All right, guys, I do have to leave in a few minutes, but we will talk about this thing. And I feel like if it wasn't for 9/11, I'm gonna keep bringing it up. If it wasn't for goddamn 9/11, those fucking dirty bastards, they ruined our whole year. We would still have sour Altoids. How long did the sour Altoid run last? Let's see.
I want to say probably like 2 years, maybe more than that. But like it was like that 2 year period. It was like you had to like find it, like come across it on shelves, and like if you found a pack, you had to buy it. It ain't matter if it was expired or not, you had to buy it. It's like you ain't know when you was gonna see that shit again.
They said it was due to low sales, and you know what? I feel like because people were so depressed from 9/11.
I mean,
they was just like, yo, I can't just buy some sour Altoids.
Like, I feel like it's appropriate to talk about it during the 2000s episode because that was a major thing that happened. But
it was a major thing. Where were you? You remember the country song we got? Where were you on September? That September. I was at school. I was in
sixth grade. I was in sixth grade, and they wound up making an announcement. Ain't nobody know what was going on. We ain't know at sixth grade. We ain't know the significance of it. But then they wound up rolling into TVs and all that, them little black carts, and they wound up putting it on screen.
Motherfuckers jumping out the building.
Second plane hit. Yeah, you wound up seeing that second plane hit, and it was like, yo, okay, this really just got real. Like, I don't fully understand, but I see that this is a major issue. And like, you just felt like the sorrow come over the classroom. Like, it was crazy. Even as kids being able to feel that and see that. But yeah, it was definitely, dang, this took a sad turn. Like,
bro, that's what happened. That's what sparked the 2000s. And in the same year, Patriots won a Super Bowl.
Okay, we're going back to the Patriots winning the Super Bowl. And, hey, Philly's last Super Bowl win, only Super Bowl win, came over the Patriots. So hey, we good.
We won a one. We even.
We won a one in the Super Bowl.
Y'all got y'all's back. Like, I give it to y'all. Y'all got y'all's back with Nick Foles too. That's what made me even more mad. Like why? Yeah, why him? Why him?
Thanks performing. So hey,
Prince performed during the McNabb one.
Was it? No.
Yeah.
Not. Was it 04? I'm pretty sure.
He performed at the first bout. I'll never forget this. I was still in high school.
Hold on.
No cap. No cap.
Hold on. I'm looking this up right now because I know I ain't tripping.
You're gonna be sadly disappointed. Prince was sitting down there with the guitar, lighters in the air. Yeah, Patriots win.
Damn. That was 07. Who performed in Minnesota then?
Somebody we ain't care about. That's why we lost.
You know what? That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Yo, I wonder who it was. Was it Beyonce that year?
Beyonce? No, that one. I don't think that was Beyonce this year.
I
don't remember Prince being in 07. I don't remember that being that long ago.
But we old, dog. There ain't nothing we can do about it, brother.
Don't say that. Stop saying that. I don't like hearing that. I don't like hearing that.
There ain't nothing we can do, brother. It's
bad when a nigga wake up and start taking fish oil tablets.
That's nasty work.
Gotta take my multivitamin and all that. Like this is not okay. I do not like this.
That's nasty work, man. It's not fun getting older and then you start remembering things like differently and shit. You're like, damn, bro, I can't believe I remembered it that way, and it didn't. It's like 10 years apart. That's how you know you're old. You start remembering the wrong year and shit. Like, yeah, man, that shit happened in 1996. Like, nigga, that was yesterday. You're like, oh shit.
And that realization, when it hits you, Like,
bro.
Nothing you can do about it. Like that shit will stop you in your tracks. And
get you that stuck face. So like, nigga, what?
Nigga, for a good 5 minutes, you just standing in place.
That's facts.
But man,
I can't believe that's how life turns out sometimes.
Yeah. So keeping with the 2000s thing, and I know you gotta jump off here soon, Lex.
Yes.
But I do want to talk about something that me and BHam often talk about off screen. A certain video game company that started in the 2000s that we wish would come back, and that is the EA Big division.
EA Big.
Thousands gave us NBA Street, NFL Street, SSX. Like, that was the height of extreme sports and just over the top fun video games, nigga. Like,
video games in that era was
crazy.
2000 gave us the PS2, the greatest selling system of all time. So, like, and I'm claiming the Dreamcast in 2002. I don't care if it came out in '99. It was the end of '99. Nigga, Dreamcast is ours. 2000 Dreamcast. 99.99. I'll never forget that date. But its biggest run was in the 2000s.
Oh my god, man! All right, listen, guys, I'm gonna skedaddle out of here, man. This was a bit fun. We got to do a part 2 next week because I feel like we owe it. Or do we go to the 2010s? Because 2010s, that's in our 20s.
It is in our 20s. I think we gonna say the 2010s because I know next week we jumping back to the 90s because we got another guest who's been itching to talk 90s.
Oh, who we got
next week? So I want to say Rome might be coming back, but also another member of the network, BJ.
BJ, y'all come to show? Crazy.
Yeah, C Mello gonna stop through and talk 90 Strikes Back with us. So while Lex is dipping off, and we definitely want to bid you adieu, my brother. BHam, man. So what's something else about the 2000s that really kind of stands out to you? As far as what helped to mold you. All right, then, brother. As far as what helped to mold you into the person you are, even just kind of your likes and interests today.
I would also probably say, how weird it might sound, some of the sodas back then, like some of the gimmicky candy and drinks and stuff that came out around that time. That kind of makes me the kind of loose cannon that I am, I guess. But
the loose cannon, that's just sugar. Like,
I mean,
if you want to blame it on pop, you can, but nigga, that's just a mad sugar intake you got right now.
I know. I mean, Surge came out, it was nothing but sugar and green. So
the Surge is 90s.
Surge
was actually 90s. Yeah. I was looking into that earlier today because I was like, man, if we talk about some snacks, Surge was major, but Surge was 90s. I want to say 97. I think it was.
That's probably why I remember most likely just in the 2000s because it came out.
It wound up like leaving and then coming back in the 2000s. Like Surge is one of those ones that will be around for a few years, dip, then come back. and dip again. But now there was a lot of snacks, a lot of good stuff that came out in the 2000 snack wise and all that. Because one thing that I wanted to talk about last week was, I don't know if y'all remember those Philadelphia cream cheesecake cream bars or whatever.
Yeah.
I might have a picture of them. Yeah, these right
Yep.
here. Yo, yo, when I say I will bang out like 3 boxes of them at one time, one sitting. Now y'all know cheesecake is my favorite like dessert snack, really only snack I really mess with. These came back and were a game, or came out and were a game changer. But I mean, okay, so you said sodas, right? What are some of the other sodas? Because I want to say Sprite Remix was
Yeah,
2000s. That
I was about
tropical
to say
remix is
that
2000s.
the tropical remix was on there. I thought Surge, but let's say the whole.
Mountain Dew tried
I
a
was,
lot of stuff in the
I
2000s
was gonna
too.
say one of my favorite Mountain Dews was Mountain Dew Whiteout, and I'm pretty sure that was
Whiteout,
like
yeah, I want to say that was 2000s. That was definitely
like early
2000s.
2000s when they did that whole uh do challenge. I guess when they had like 3 of them and you had to vote for which one, for one of them.
The do challenge.
Yeah, I think that's what it was called. Yeah.
Let me see.
But,
Let's
yeah.
yeah, Whiteout. Oh, Whiteout was actually 2010.
Damn, it was that.
Yeah, 2010. Listen, you gotta know your snacks, man.
Man,
I want to say Cold Red might have been 2000 though. Like if we keep it within that 2000 to 2000,
I mean, it's
what?
still
It'll be 2009.
they would consider it 2000s, but
Oh yes, I mean it's still considered 2000. Yeah. So Cold Red came out in 01. But yeah, I think that's like one of the first ones that they actually tried. As far as like the flavored Mountain Dews and things went.
Yeah, before they started going like throwing a dart at a board to see what flavors they can do.
Right. So, but yeah, just kind of transitioning over to, I mean, we big on games and things like that. I know we were touching base on the PS2 and things like that. One system that I know you had and that you have a deep appreciation for, like myself, the GameCube. The GameCube was a monster in the 2000s. Like GameCube to this day might be the best multiplayer console to ever exist, if we're being honest. And I know that was a major thing with me in the 2000s as well, is just going to people's house, whether they come over mine or I go over theirs, and just having them gaming sessions, them day-long game where we play Smash Brothers, Mario Kart,
Melee,
like,
Double Dash.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Mario Party.
Man, the Mario Party runs was crazy. You want to talk about friendship enders? Like Mario Party was it. Mario Party did it. So, and I don't know, man. Like the 2000s is just so special for a lot of different reasons, a lot of different things. And again, I know we touched on the events of 9/11, and the definitely serious impact that had on just the world, not even America, but the world. And as bad as it was, I feel like that actually brought a lot of people together in the 2000s as well. Like it gave people a newfound appreciation for kind of life in general around that time.
I think people thought America was untouchable because no one would, mess with us till something major like that happened.
Right. And they realized like, oh shit, like, yeah, we can get it too. Like this is not a joke. Like if somebody really wants to fuck with us, they could fuck with us. And it just, I don't know, after that, I feel like the world was at and at least America was at this level of newfound peace through the chaos, if that makes
Yeah,
any sense. Like, so as bad as that was
like we
definitely
wasn't
the
fighting each other. We were more trying to
right,
focus on us and
right,
everything. Make sure.
rebuilding, putting everything back together, and making sure everything was good. Yo, what's up, Siobhan? Um, but yeah, man. So what else? You got anything else you want to touch on? What else? What else you got? As the guest, like I said, I like to kind of turn it over to the guests to see
Right.
what else they feeling.
Man, I'm trying to think 'cause since I've been thinking on certain shit coming out right different times. But all my major stuff that I was focused on, we kind of hit on. So
Okay. Okay. No, that's not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. So I think with that, like I said, we definitely probably gonna do a part two.
yeah,
Because I know
most
there's some things that we missing.
still a lot to it,
Yeah,
but
no, there's a lot, and I know it's one of them things where it's like off cam, everything comes rushing in at one time.
yeah,
and one thing about me is we don't write nothing down over here, so everything is coming off the top fresh, to give you guys the most authentic experience possible, rawest, realest experience possible. But with that, we are going to go ahead and wrap things up for this episode. BHam, I definitely appreciate you coming through,
no problem.
being a
Thanks for
guest on the
having me,
pod.
man.
Oh no, absolutely. You always welcome, brother. Always welcome. So, you got anything you want to tell the people, anywhere they can follow you? If you want followers, if you got anything going on, this is your time to speak on that, promote that.
Not really. I don't even have a lot of handles like that. I mean, I got a Instagram. You can follow me on Brandon.bham, but that's pretty much it.
Okay. Hey, followers is followers, man. In
Yeah.
case you got something coming up, you know what I mean? Post it on there, and I'll definitely link your stuff down in the description of the video and everything like that.
Appreciate it.
Not a problem, not a problem. So, as usual, definitely want to thank everybody who tuned in tonight. Definitely appreciate you. As always, the love, the support, the interactions that we get. I can't express my appreciation enough. That you even would take the time out to set aside that hour or so that we coming to y'all, and just trying to provide y'all some entertainment and everything like that. But along with that, my show wasn't the only show that we got in the network. Um, excuse me. So let me go ahead and run those down for you. As you see, on Mondays, we got Easy Monday Motivation with my man ECT and Johnny, bringing you that motivation to get you started every week, right? 8 o'clock. Definitely tune in, tap in. Every episode gets better and better. I don't know how they do it, but they be over there dropping gems on you. Tuesdays, we got the Comfy Couch with Siobhan at 7 p.m. Your seat to healing. It's showing you that it's okay to heal. You're not alone in this process, and trying to make that as easy for you as possible. Providing that safe space, that level of comfort, that you may not get anywhere else. Wednesdays, we got Food Talk the Foodcast with Rome the Chef and Scotch with E, making you hungry every time they step in that kitchen. If you missed this last episode, definitely go back and watch it on YouTube and the archives. They was working with Guilty Pleasure Food. I'm not gonna lie, each and every meal, each and every dish looked fire. I know Rome made this big boy pork chop. I don't know if I would consider that a guilty pleasure food because that was a lot. That was like a whole dinner. It looked fire. I ain't gonna lie to you. Thursdays we got Just Clowning with my man C Mello, bringing you the jokes, taking you back to school, making you feel like you cutting class, or you stuck in detention, and you got to try to make that 30 minutes go by so you can get up out of there. Fridays, as you know, you can see us here for Way Past Cool Nerdcast, myself, Lex G, BHam Knight, and any other guests that decides that they want to come through and just nerd out with us, kind of take us back to the past and things that made us us. And then on Sundays, the podcast that started it all, podcast about nothing, where we talk about nothing and everything at the same time. might sound confusing to y'all, but if y'all tune in, y'all will understand exactly what I
Yeah, it
mean.
makes sense.
And with that, it has been an absolute pleasure. Again, BHam, I definitely thank you for being on. I know Lex G appreciates you being here. And to everybody else, keep it classy, and we holler at you next week. Peace.
See you.